Hi everybody, this is Merchandise Monday. Here at Bacon Wrapped Avocado, our animation studio, we try to do something different every day of the week. And Mondays is Merchandise Day. And today we're going to talk about some of the shirts that we've been making.
That's right. So there's a couple different processes that we've used to make shirts, and they each have their own advantages and challenges. So one of the first things we started with was sublimation ink, and that one is great because it keeps the feel of the shirt, but it can only be done on light colors and 100% polyester.
And I, for one, like wearing darker colors, so we needed to figure out different ways to do them. And every week we're gonna, on Merchandise Day, we might show you what we're working on, but also guide you through the process of how we make one of these things, so that you can get that information as well.
That's right.
Okay, so here's what we're trying to decide, and we need your help to try to figure out what we should sell, because there's a lot of different combinations and things that we can do. And should we start with the one that we made first?
Sure.
Okay.
We just talked about sublimation.
All right, so here is, and by the way, this is a 180 3D video, so if you want to take a closer look, put on your headset, your Oculus, or whatever your VR headset is, and you can get a better feel. I'll try to put the shirt up close. You're not going to be able to feel it, but at least you can get a sense of, better sense of the shirt.
That this is ink, and it's just completely embedded in the material. So this is the sublimation ink on front, and then on the back, to get the eyes, because you can't print white with sublimation ink, we have vinyl for the eyes and the teeth, and the rest of it is sublimation ink. So very durable.
Yeah, so sublimation ink, we didn't buy a sublimation printer. What we did is we bought an Epson EcoTank printer and converted it to sublimation, which just means basically instead of loading the ink that comes with the printer, we bought special sublimation ink. Now, the problems with that are, like Laurel said, it can only be done on light fabrics, and it has to be 100% polyester. So that's one thing to keep in mind. This shirt is pretty cool because you can wash it. You don't have to worry about things peeling off. It's all embedded there. But it's a polyester feel to the shirt. We tried to find one that's more cottony, right? Mm-hmm. Would you agree that it's...
Yeah, it has a nice feel to it.
That's a nice feel to it. And yeah, this is our shirt. And like Laurel said, we had to, in order to do white for the eyes and the teeth, we had to use vinyl. So that has a slightly different feel than the rest of the shirt. So there we go. That's our lime shirt. All right, what's next?
We'll just go down the line.
Go down here. All right. Okay, so we wanted to be able to print on darker greens, but like we said, that's a challenge with sublimation. So this is like, you can see like our evolution of stuff. What did we do here?
So here, the black is sublimation ink, but then the red, which wouldn't show up at all if we printed it sublimation on this color of shirt, we used vinyl. And
right.
Since there's some space between it where you can see the black show through, then it has a slightly better feel than if you just had a giant piece of vinyl on there. But it is a little shinier. The colors pop much more with vinyl. But you do have to be a little more careful, wash it inside out.
Right, and it does take longer because of the fact that this here are two different shades of red. I'll bring it closer so you can see that. So these are two different shades of red. So that means that we have a vinyl cutter, and we tell it to cut these two pieces separately from this piece here. And then we have to basically press these on first, all the light reds, and then press the dark reds. So it's more time consuming than just doing sublimation. The back, this was an experiment. This is a rejected back. We tried to see using a product called
Subly.
Easy Subly, was it? Or
Easy
yeah.
Subly.
Yep. And what it was is to be able to let you do sublimation on top of vinyl, and it didn't work out for us.
As you can see, it starts turning blue.
So we're gonna have to do the back differently if we go with a dark green color.
And we'll show you what we ended up doing later
Yes.
with darker colors.
All right, over here. Okay. Now, I love this one, but it takes forever to make. Here's what we tried to do. This is a hoodie. I wanted to get a hoodie. The kids only wear hoodies, so I wanted to make something for them as well. And what I did here is I decided to do it all in vinyl for the dark material. So we have everything here is vinyl. And also I tried to make it so that when you zip it up, it becomes one.
Like an invisible zipper.
Yeah. So there we go. Okay. Zip it back up. You sort of press it like that. Okay, so what about the vinyl?
So again, this is 4 colors. So it means you have to cut 4 different colors of vinyl and you have to press 4 different times. So it starts becoming much more time consuming.
Right,
and
because the letters are separate. The background here of the green is separate. And then, are you ready? This is our private show.
This is like that.
All right. Oh, right. I'm wearing the same type of thing. And here is the back.
And the vinyl looks beautiful, but it does feel a little plasticky.
Yes. So the feel of it is a little plasticky. We don't know yet about the durability, although it's supposed to be durable. But people don't wash the hoodies as much as.
Right. So, but yeah. And if you're doing the shirt, you would definitely want to wash it inside out. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors, because to get the eyebrows you need to put it on top. So that's cutting vinyl 9 different times and
layering it and making sure that you have enough space to put
right.
the things in.
And with this design, you can't even put like all of the same color down at the same time. You need to sort of piece it together. So it's pressing it probably a dozen times.
Yeah.
It is very time intensive, but it does look beautiful.
So that's another thing we have to consider. Do we sell hoodies, even though they're going to take a while, and how much, material-wise, it's not that bad. Cost of the hoodie is not that bad. But yeah, there's just a lot of time involved in making one of these. All right, let's go to your side.
All right. So let's do this. So this is what I'm wearing. These are also sublimation. And so again, as you can see, it's just right in the shirt. So it feels exactly like the shirt. So if you like the feel of the shirt, then the print does not change that. This is more of, like a performance wear thing. So it has almost more of a silky feel to it rather than cottony.
Right.
And because it's such a light color, we didn't need to use vinyl for the eyes or teeth.
Yeah, it's sort of an optical illusion in a way. Well, because this is transparent here, right? Mm-hmm. The teeth are transparent. The white is just transparent, but having this little shade of blue, at least to me, makes the white look, or this area look brighter somehow.
Right, makes it look more like white, even though it's the green of the shirt.
Yeah, even though it's the green of the shirt. But these are very easy to make. The only problem with these is that the shirts themselves are not things you can order in bulk.
We haven't found them through one of the bulk suppliers, and they are more expensive.
So,
but they do feel good, and
very easy to make with sublimation. You just press them and you're done.
And so same thing, different color. We wanted to try it in the gray, and so this is the gray.
I love the gray, but I will say that when I try to wear this shirt by itself, it's not dressy enough that you can go to work with.
Right. As you can see, they're a little formless,
Right. I did notice that if you wear a t-shirt underneath, then it dresses up better.
Right, which is what I'm doing.
Okay.
But yeah, so these are, you know, good for workout. And again, with the little bit of blue, the gray shows up a little bit better than, oh yeah, interesting. So
he was flossing his teeth,
he was flossing his teeth.
There's some floss still left.
But the gray does show up, I think, a little bit more than the green does. But you still get that illusion where you don't need the white.
Yes. So those are easy to make, but the shirts themselves are more expensive. So the pricing, we don't know. You know.
Yeah. So then this is exactly what.
And this is what I'm wearing, which is like another design, because we thought, you know, I like when the character is in the front, right? Because you want to see the character yourself. So yes, we have these shirts as opposed to these. You know, these have the bacon wrapped avocado in the front and our character in the back. But I wanted to do one that didn't have any like, you know, logo. Like our logo or our URL. It's just our character, you know.
Also, this looks really fun under the hoodie, because then when you unzip the logo, it reveals the character, which is fun.
And those go together really well. So anyway, that's a vinyl shirt. Yeah. Also, you know, takes a long time to make. Yes. Okay, here's the last thing we were experimenting with.
So this is a white toner transfer. So like with the sublimation, it just all prints out on one sheet and you press it once and you can get any color and press it on any material.
Right, because it's a white toner printer, it prints a white underneath. And so it makes all the colors visible on any type of material. You can use cotton, you can use, this is might be a tri-blend shirt, or maybe it's a cotton shirt.
No, I think it's tri-blend.
Okay.
And unlike the vinyl, which always has a very plasticky, shiny feel, these, because I don't know if you can see, but there's like lines in here, and that helps to break it up, to give it a better feel, so you feel more of the shirt and less of the vinyl.
Great.
Which is kind of nice. So it doesn't pop quite as much as the vinyl, but it has a better feel to it. It's a little more durable.
And look at
and
the back.
It's a lot faster.
Yes. And the back looks really nice, and we played around with different shades of red. So we have the link, we have the character. It feels good. And yeah, I think, you know, I would love to show you how we make them, because it's a lot of fun. These are all made by us in-house. And in the later videos, you know,
we'll show how
we'll probably go through, like, this is how you make a sublimation shirt, this is how you make a vinyl shirt, this is how you make a white toner t-shirt. And now
then we'll go through some of the other stuff later too, but today we're just doing the textiles.
Yes. And it's trying to decide, well, you know, when is the right time to sell them? When is the right time to, you know, say that? It's a little scary, because if, yeah, obviously there's going to be millions of orders, you know, right away. And then you're like, okay, now how do I order these shirts, and when am I going to make the shirts, and all that stuff. But anyway, I just think it'd be fun for people to get them. And the question is always, what's the pricing? You know, what we want to make them affordable. We want to show people how to make their own shirts later. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you have any advice or any comments, post them in the comment section. And all right, see you in the next video.